Right, here we are. Welcome to the FishOMania qualifier, Gold Valley Lakes on the 28th of May. Looking forward to this today. I've drawn leg 124 on Syndicate Lake, and I was saying before the match, you know, where did I want to draw? I wanted to draw this side of Syndicate Lake, but not in the corners. I wanted to draw road bank of Middle Lake or canal bank of Gold. Plan of attack today is pretty simple. I'm going to try and chuck a waggler around for 15 minutes, see if I can fish on a waggler. I'm going to feed the bomb line, and then I'm out to the rope. If no fish on the waggler, give that an hour, maybe half hour, back to the bomb, where I expect to spend most of the day. And then I've got a top kit plus 2 set up for the pole. No messing about, black hydro. 021 to 019. I'll show you the rigs. Gotta find them. So pole line, as I said, no messing, black hydro, 021, 4B16 float, nothing down. Whoa, it's deep in Syndicate Lake. Massive bulk, 4-inch hook length, size 12, MWG, SMWG. I fish that with double corn. I'm going to feed corn and 8mm pellets. Pellet waggler, pretty simple. 8 ST, 9 gram waggler. I'll start at a 9 gram, but it should get me further than my bomb line bait. I've got a 7 next to me. I'm going to switch it around, change them around, but we'll start on the 9 gram Carp pellet waggler, and then it's basically a single hook length that runs all the way along. So it's a 1 meter hook length, size 12 pellet waggler hook. The bait band on it. Hopefully that's going to catch me a couple of fish. Trusty bomb, seen that plenty of times on my now looking a bit old tournament rod. 8 ST, little bomb Guru, 2/3 of an ounce. 12-inch hook length, 019, size 12 QM1 with a bait band. We fish that with a pellet. And then I've got 2 method feeders set up. One's clipped up to the rope, and then this one which isn't. I've got a bait spike on both of them, 4-inch hook length, just a Guru feeder, 24 gram. I might have to stand it up to get it towards those buoys, but it's okay. I can do that. And that's that. We're set for the day. Bait tray is very simple today. Just quickly go over it. 8mm pellets. I like these for the bomb. These are shot ones. I've got some Ringers 8mm. These are slightly lighter, a bit less oil. I'm going to use that on the pellet waggler. And it's going to fall a little bit slower in the water. A load of cord. 2 cans in there, spare can. And then I've got some Ringers chocolate orange waffles, which are my favourite. I think we're fishing for about £90 today. The most, I think, £100 will win it. I don't know what the pegging's like on the canal bank of Gold. I think if anywhere would challenge Syndicate Lake, it's canal bank of Gold. I don't think Causeway of Gold's going to throw up a big weight. You know, it's not bright. There's not a lot of fish cruising around, so Dobbin's out, which I'm very grateful for because that's not my specialty. It suits me today, fishing on the bomb. I see a few fish moving in front of me, but they're the other side of the rope. No ground bait today. I'm just going to feed pellets and corn. Oh, there we go. We're off. I'm going to cast this a lot, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little wind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. So that's the rhythm. I'm going to feed the bomb line and not feeding the pellet line. That's where I'm going to be casting the bomb. And I'm just going to chuck the pellet waggler around. Oh, that's not the right place. Just going to chuck the pellet waggler around. Got a fish on opposite me. Wow, just... So, more casting, less pellets today. That's the key, right? Give it 15 minutes or so, something like that, you know. I'm just trying to see if there's fish and they want it, then they're going to have it. They're not generally coming to lots of bait on the pellet waggler currently. They're coming to high work rate, people checking it around, you know. So let's bear that in mind and keep busy. Not a carp. This is an F1 I've caught up in the water. I've changed my mind, it's not an F1. Little bitty carp. Oh, that's what we want, isn't it? That's what we want. 3 minutes. Not a big carp, is it? Where'd you come from? So skinny, I don't even know what that weighs. What does that weigh? 4 pounds? Smallest carp in the lake, isn't it? So I'm casting past my bait. And now I'm going to draw it into my bomb line. That's the idea. I might do another little couple of fixes. Just dobbed another one over on the far bank. That's a flying start. The technique I'm fishing is for a pellet waggler, and what happens is I casted the pellet waggler, it makes a plop, and then the pellet will basically go down. It's a 1 meter hook length and then sit underneath it. Now the way the method works is that the fish are attracted to the sound of the plop of the pellet waggler and the pellet. So they're used to the noise of the plop and associate it with food. And generally what you would do is you would feed and then chuck your pellet waggler over the top. But at the moment they've been sort of shying away from it a little bit. So the idea is that effectively you're trying to get the fish's attention by making the plop. The fish hears the plop, it turns, it shoots for the pellet, grabs the pellet, pulls the rod out of my hand. That's the method. And so it requires constant casting. Cast it in, make the plop, have the pellet fall, wait 10-15 seconds, reel it in a little bit, lifts the pellet back up, let the pellet fall back down again, recast, rinse and repeat. And I'm feeding some pellets every now and then. To try and, one, attract some more fish. I don't want to put lots in though. And two, I'm starting to feed the bomb line. So fishing on the bottom later. Ultimately, if I'm going to win today, it's probably going to be catching fish on the bomb. Right, that's it. Going off. I might go back a bit later. We'll see. If I fished the bomb and ended up catching them, getting a bunch of liners, we'll see about it. But that's all that gets. Time to switch techniques. So method hybrid feeder, very simple, 2 mils wafter, squeeze it in, cast it out, and towards the rope. After a couple of hours, if these people have driven a really long way, they may think, you know, forget it, what's the point, and go home. And suddenly I've got a spare peg to my left or my right. And I know that you can catch £100 in the last hour. And I also think you only need £100 to win. So if any of them want to go home, that's fine by me. Although they probably heard me say it. It's got another fish on 1.15. I think that could be his 4th fish. He's had a couple dobbing, and I think he's had this one on the Waggler. I think he had another one on a Waggler. That'd just be the luck, right? Last year I was sitting and Pen Writing was opposite me and he won. And in a match where I don't think you're gonna have to have a lot of weight, this guy's 3-4 fish in the first hour. He's way on target. Right, all you bomb lovers, here it comes. There's a few fish getting caught on the far bank, and I wonder if I just need to just carry on chucking the Waggler regardless. They're catching up in the water and on the Waggler over there, then well, are they going to be on the bottom over here? If there's a load of carp up in the water and they've decided to go that side, which can happen here, it's really funny like that sometimes. If everything's having a good old munch, then it's all right. But if you can sort of get this scenario, it can be quite tricky. What I've got to hope is that, you know, I'm feeding more pellets than the gentleman to my left and to the gentleman to my right. That, you know, when the fish decide they want to go down and have a munch, they're going to come down on my peg. The Waggler looks like I could chuck it right now and give it 10 seconds and it's going to be blowing a gale again. That's the problem. That's the problem. Right, so where are we? Update, 2 hours gone, 1 fish. 1 bite, 1 fish. 4-pound carp. I haven't seen any fish to my left, no fish to my right. I've not heard any fish to my left or right, either side of them. I'm sitting watching the guy on 115. I think he's having a great start to the match. I think maybe he's got 8 fish. He's caught on the Pellet Waggler and just flicking a rig and towing a rig. They're also pegged every peg that side, although I'd argue that they're slightly further apart, but just seems to be on a load of fish in front of him. There's been fish moving that side of the rope all day, and it's funny, I literally mean that side of the rope. It's a rope that runs down the middle of the lake. And I'll see like 4 or 5 fish top that side, and I might see 1 top this side. I've just got to hope that some fish come to the bomb line, and I don't know. Not sure what I'm going to do to get out of trouble here. Ultimately, if I'm going to draw Syndicate, I want to draw down here. All the locals, you know, I was chatting to everyone earlier, John and Grant and Charlie, they're like, you know, lucky you. Don't feel lucky right now. Don't feel lucky right now. They were like, what did you do? How'd you mess that up, Grant? Coming to visit you in 1:23. Should be alright though. Thanks. the fish looks like it's been taking part in Slimming World, do you know what I mean? What's that? It's very welcome, but it's a bit tiny, isn't it? Could be it, that's all you need. Go around again. I've just switched the Waggler to a 14 gram. In a minute, if I don't get a bite on this guy on the bomb, then I'm going to have a cut of chucks on that Waggler and try and chuck it right out to the rope. Oh, I can see them over there. Oh, look at them all. The other side of that rope, about 15 metres, it is black. What I can't work out is why the guys in 1/16 and 17 aren't then casting out for them. '15's got another one. The only difference, the difference between 115 and 116. I don't know, I'd be interested to know who's on 115. I'll probably find out because I think they're going to win the match. Certainly if it's just this lake. I don't see anyone catching more, but their work rate is much better than the other people's. He's casting more often, feeding more often. He's feeding 2 lines. He's feeding a Waggler line. And he's feeding the short line. So the short line that he was flicking the pole on. He's feeding that. He's also feeding the longer line. Looks like 8 mils long, 6 mils short. He's definitely casting more often. This fish will put him at, it's a proper fish, let's say it's 8 to 10, 6 to 10 pound. Put him on 60 pound maybe. I'd laugh if I've got this completely wrong, but that's what I reckon he's on currently. Another fish to the Waggler. Imagine how frustrating that's going to be if I'm opposite the winner again. So it's at this point of the match, I guess I will say, if you're watching the video, then thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm not catching so many fish currently. Maybe it gets a bit better in a minute, but not too much currently. And if you've enjoyed it up to now, then if you're not a subscriber, I'd encourage you to hit the subscribe button. It's a free way to support the channel and bring fishing to more people on YouTube. So I think it's good for the sport and obviously the visibility of my channel too, and I appreciate that. If you are a subscriber, then thank you for that support. It gives me some motivation to come out and fish on the days that are sometimes a little bit more tricky, and to keep going. So I appreciate all that. The good times will come, I know it. Just not sure when. So anyway, thanks for that, and hopefully I catch some fish before the end of the match. So we've just had that liner, right, and that's because there's a fish on the top of the water that's gone through my line. Does that mean I need to stay on the Waggler? I just don't think I can catch 100 pound on the Waggler in an hour. I do think I can catch 100 pound of fish on the bomb in an hour. Some might think right now, I'm not sure I'm going to catch one more fish on the bomb, but yeah, see, I don't know, right? I've just seen a fish moving here. I wonder if that means I should just persevere on the Waggler. I'm umming and ahhing, everybody, as you can tell. No, don't do that. I've seen no indications from fish on the whole line, just in case anyone's wondering. No, I've never fished. Now, that's either a foul at that or it's grabbed that as I've been winding in. Coming to visit you, 120, sorry mate. It's in your peg. That'll be me. Sorry pal. You got a bite though. Right, we're off. Good man. Well done. I think this might be foul looked, so. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Yeah, no doubt about that. Not far off from there again. Pellet tip. So they do it. I tell you, they're just, the wind's died down a little bit and they've just moved. I can see a few fish moving this side now. Typical, eh? See 2-3 fish swimming around here with this ghosty. But it needs to be some there, some there, some there, some there. Do you know what I mean? Right. Want that? Give your last hour rush. You can do it. You can do it. You can't write it off. You can't write it off. That's what's exciting, right? Even though you can, you know, sit here. I've not done very well for the last 4 hours. I've got 60 minutes to go and I'm quite positive about it. It could happen. I've seen no, been no real fish over this side all day long that I've seen. And then what I've had a liner on the bomb, haven't I? And I've gone, oh, maybe there's some fish up in the water. And then I've gone out, thrashed the waggler around. Yes, I foul hooked one, but that's because there's a few fish milling around. Maybe there's a few fish milling around underneath them. But it's going to happen. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to chuck the bomb, not the bomb. I'm going to chuck the method on the bomb line. That's what I'm going to do. They've turned up there now, look. Just did like a quick flurry of, can I get one on the method in 2 minutes, 3 minutes? No. A few more chucks on the waggler as I'm watching fish. No. And then right, now let's chuck it back out on the bomb, I think. And that's it. That's the end of FishO 2025 for me. It's the only qualifier I'm fishing, and that's the end of that. Well, sadly, again, this year I've not qualified against the backdrop. I'll just I'll talk to everyone. Hold on. Something like that. I think that worked. So yeah, that was a tough day. Started out, I had a fish within 3 minutes on the pellet waggler. I thought, great, we're off. The plan was I was going to catch some on the waggler, and then if it wasn't too good, I'd go on the method, and then if that wasn't too good, come on the bomb, and then catch some fish short on the pole. Sadly, it's just been shocking. I think there's been quite a few fish on the opposite side of me for most of the day. There's a few fish moving around here now, but I've not seen signs of fish probably until, is it 2 hours or an hour and a half to go? I've had one fish on the waggler, one fish on the bomb, and I foul hooked one fish on the waggler. I've watched the gentleman opposite me on 115 catch fish for most of the day. He caught a couple on dobbin, and then he caught on the waggler. He's worked really hard, and I think he's had the benefit of the fish, but equally he's put a lot of effort in, and his work rate's been really high. So if he has one today, then fair play to the guy and well done to him. As I said, that's it for FishO. I think next time, I'm not sure where I'm going next, but I'll definitely be going somewhere before I get to the Pole Masters, even if it's for a practice on the 10th and the 11th of June. So thanks for watching, appreciate you coming. Thanks for supporting the stream, and that's the joys and highs and lows of Fisho. So that's it really. I'll catch you on the next one. See you later. Ta-da.